Hey guys, I hope everybody is well. I hope this finds who needs it. I will be sharing divine guidance today. As usual, anytime you're watching a tarot or oracle reading, make sure you're using your discernment to know if it's for you or not, okay? This is a collective reading, so if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit, okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. If you'd like to book a personal, information is in the bio. All right, let's connect. Take a deep breath in. Ooh, you should feel that up in that crown area, which I do, which is beautiful. Releasing any stress. Opening ourselves up to receive. And so it is. Just know that you are divinely protected and loved, and these messages are for the highest and greatest good. So it is. Okay, so let's get some messages. All right. Mary Magdalene, a sacred vessel. You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Okay, so you must be receiving some sort of like enlightenment, some sort of synchronistic information. Okay, we have Elmora, spiritual force field, protective light is surrounding you, and you are safe, okay? So this is like confirmation that you are divinely protected and guided. You do have a sacred vessel. You are here. You do have a purpose. You are following your purpose or being led on your purpose, and know that you are very protected and you are safe while in the divine light, okay? What else do we have here? You very much could be on like the twin flame journey with Mary Magdalene here. You may also be connecting with other interdimensional beings, or you might be drawn to this. You could be like starseed energy as well. I'm getting like your psychic abilities are online. They're activated. You may receive a lot of like information in your dream state. This is specifically talking about clairvoyance, but it's prompting me to kind of like highlight all the clairs, okay? So you could be receiving guidance, information that's helping you along your path through many different senses, okay? So it's like knowing that these are things that you are meant to work with and tune into and to trust, okay? You're very sensitive, okay? So paying attention, okay? And then we have Rumi. So this really talks about like that mystical knowing, okay? It's almost like some things are coming online and it's like you're all of a sudden starting to remember and tuning in. I feel like things are being unlocked for you. This is you breaking boundaries and doing things different, okay? You're not meant to do things like others have done before. This is you having that personal experience of God and trusting that and trusting your intuition. You are very safe and you're being guided on your purpose, okay? So that's what this reading is going to be about. Let's ask if there's any more cards regarding this. No. Is the bottom of the deck relevant here? Yes. Ishtar might be relevant to you. This is you really like following your heart space, your heart chakra, okay? Knowing that truth prevails in all things, okay? And this is about you tapping into those inner learnings, okay? This is about you learning on your path, okay? So let's get some more messages here. Let's see. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, okay? So there's divine intervention here, all right? Understanding that there's a spiritual force field around you, okay? You have gone through quite an initiation period and you are now on your service, and understanding like the answers you seek are not outside of yourself, they are within. I feel like that was a hard lesson to learn. I feel like you trust your intuition now above all else, and that was for you to also guide you towards your purpose and to tap into these spiritual gifts that you have. You have this mystical knowing, all right? So this was all for your spiritual development, okay? Let's see. What does the group need to know at this time? For their highest and greatest good, please. The World card. Yeah, this was like a major accomplishment. You may have gone through some sort of like spiritual rebirth, some sort of transcendence, some sort of mystical unity. I have the Star card. So this is really talking about, you know, being that healer. Okay. I feel like the healer needs to understand, right, and heal themselves first before being of service to others. Okay. You might be a guide for others. I'm also getting like, this is representing like, you're leaving those turbulent times behind and moving on towards more calmer waters, like protecting your peace and knowing that like not everybody deserves to be with you. Okay. You're being guided on your purpose. Okay. Okay. And this is like, as a result of your accomplishments, like your inner knowing, okay, your mystical knowing, I feel like you are being divinely guided, okay, because you're meant to help somewhere, be somewhere, do something that, you know, is part of your purpose, okay? Six of Swords talks about also like focusing on a positive mindset and not looking back towards the past. Like the past, you learned what you needed to learn and it's time to move on. This is also talking about like focusing on the now and what you want to create in the future when it comes to your mindset, okay? We have, yeah, the Knight of Wands. This is you embracing and moving forward with like gusto, okay, towards your purpose, okay? I feel like this is also like something could be coming in for you. This could also be you like moving, relocating, okay, changing a direction. Maybe there's a bit of redirection. I feel like there could be some unknown stuff here. I feel like with the Moon card, this is really talking about like tapping into those psychic abilities, okay? It also talks about like, not all things are known and seen, okay? So it's like you having to use your clairs, right? In order to navigate, okay? In order to tap into that mystical knowing, okay? And I'm also getting like this speaks to also like that inner learning too, all right? I feel like you have the ability to see the unseen with clairvoyance, okay? I feel like this is going to help you kind of like navigate. I'm getting like navigation here, okay? So this is about like directions. Let's see what else. I feel like there's something that is coming in for you, okay? I feel like it's not quite here yet, but it will be soon. So I feel like it's almost like time to prepare, okay? I have the Hanged Man. So what I'm getting with the Hanged Man is like you surrender things to the divine, right? I feel like you go within and you take that break, you take that rest, you take that kind of like, not all things require you to take action. I feel like this is also you listening to your intuition on what to take action on, what not to. I feel like there is a time of like waiting because there's like divine timing playing out here. I'm also getting like reassessing things potentially. This is your energy. I feel like this is about kind of like going within and tapping into that like enlightenment. Okay, I feel like you're an enlightened being. Yeah, the Fool card. I feel like this is you. Yeah, I feel like you went within and gained a new perspective and received enlightenment. I feel like this is you having that new outlook and like starting fresh, like having that leap of like taking that leap of faith. Okay, I feel like this is you trusting God. Okay, this is you in your spiritual authority and power. I mean, the Queen of Wands is somebody who, you know, is that mystical being. Okay, you have that mystical knowing. I feel like you have all this inner learning that you are sharing and guiding others as well. I feel like that's part of like your star energy. I feel like this is you tapping into like that earth angel energy, that starseed energy, that interdimensional being energy, and not apologizing for it. This is you embracing it and being empowered, okay? Fire sign energy, so this is like related to your purpose, your passion. I feel like you're, yeah, I feel like you're being, I feel like you are learning. I feel like you're guided by many different souls here, spirit energy. And I'm getting like, whatever you learn, you're meant to share, okay? And I feel like there is some sort of like major contracts here. What's else? I mean, I feel like it's also about like education. It could talk about marriage too, but I feel like this is like spiritual leadership. Okay, mystical leadership, spiritual leadership here, okay? I feel like everything that you experience is part of your own personal development, which entails you sharing it with a group, you sharing it with others. It serves like a greater purpose, okay? Yeah, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this is like, again, like you're using what you've learned in the spiritual realm and applying it in the physical realm, because you're really focused on stability, security, practicality. It's kind of like balancing the in-between, right? It's kind of like balancing that spiritual experience and applying it here, okay? I feel like this is you maybe continuing to like hold on to this wisdom and knowledge and applying it, okay? And then I have the Magician. Yeah, this is you grabbing that amazing spirit energy and creating this in the physical reality. This is you being the alchemist. This is you definitely, you know, tapping into the resources that you have access to. Again, like tapping into that awareness, that psychic awareness, sensitivity, the intuition, knowing you are protected, knowing you are safe, and knowing that you are being guided and you are in your purpose, okay? So this is for my like spiritual baddies, okay? That you are embarking on this journey and you're trusting where you're being led, and you know that you're protected, you know that you are guided, you are tapping into things that, you know, you may not have known before, but are being guided to learn about. I feel like pick up that book. I feel like this is you also like take that course, you know, whether this is like on the spiritual side or whether this is in the physical reality, like maybe there's some sort of thing that you're doing. You know, it's also kind of like I'm doing like write that book, create that podcast. Like this is you being in that like creator energy. You're meant to be here to create something new. Because like there's been some sort of restriction, some sort of holding back. I feel like there's a better way of doing things. And I feel like you're meant to help create new ways of doing things in the physical reality, but having that spiritual guidance, right, from these ascended masters, okay? I feel like you're somebody who has the ability to tap into these ascended masters, okay? And I feel like they're going to provide you what you need in order to create what you're meant to create here. I feel like this is part of your purpose. All right. I feel like you will also have the resources needed to create what you're meant to be creating here. All right. So this is you tapping into that ability. Yeah, I feel like this is something that's destined for you. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there's a lot of cycles ending and things being recreated. This is also kind of like anchoring in like opportunities. I feel like one thing that is constant is change. You're meant to anchor in and create things here for change, okay? Things are meant to end and fall apart so that new things can begin, okay? All right. I feel like any old cycles have been closed out and you're embracing the new, okay? I have the Hermit. You might be someone who kind of like has to keep to themselves because of your energy. I'm also getting like things will be highlighted to you. Your path will be highlighted to you. I feel like this is like light worker energy as well. I'm getting like you're somebody who has a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and you're meant to really kind of like, you know, guide others by example. Okay. So I'm also getting like, not everybody are you meant to cross paths with. Okay. But I feel like the ones that you are meant to cross paths with, you can trust that. Okay. And if you need to kind of like find out if you're meant to like work with this person, help this person, share wisdom and knowledge with each other, I feel like that's when you tap into your intuition to know. Have, yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, you've got a lot of things in the, like, you have a lot of fires. No, you have a lot of iron in the fire. You guys know I suck at these little word things. I don't know why these come to me. But I feel like there's a lot of things that you've been investing in by yourself. Like, I feel like there's a lot of projects and things that you've been kind of like putting your energy in. I feel like there's been a lot of investment. There's been a lot of self-investment too. I feel like this is in your physical reality. So there might be a lot of things like around the house or work or personal projects that you might be like redirected to. There might be an opportunity that comes off one of these trees that presents itself. And then I have a King of Pentacles. So this really talks about, you know, having that stability, security. This could represent somebody who wants to invest in one of the things you've got going on. This also can represent like you being in like having your own business. Whoops. It can also represent like some sort of promotion, job offer, or opportunity, collaboration. I feel like there's some sort of like partnership here of some kind. Let's get more information. I feel like this could also be you stepping into your masculine energy. If you're a feminine, flip it, switch it if you need to regarding the roles. I'm reading energy here, but I feel like this is you kind of like being that entrepreneur and making things happen. Okay. I feel like this is you protecting your peace and balance. I feel like this is you kind of like having access to the spiritual world and the physical world, right? And I feel like this is you being like, and having the ability to like transmute energy. Okay. I feel like also Temperance really talks about like, you know, being able to kind of like manage all the things within oneself. Like you're very balanced, you're very grounded, very stable. You're someone who sees things from multiple perspectives and can kind of like, you know, kind of pull themselves out of whatever emotional that might have been and see it from a high perspective too. I feel like you are like enlightened energy here. Let's see. I feel like this is you really focused on harmony and anchoring harmony into the physical. Okay. So you might be tapping into that from like an energetic perspective. And when, no matter where you are, who you're dealing with, I feel like you bring in this peace, this harmony. Okay, I feel like somebody might see this or observe this. You might be helping others to find this for themselves. I feel like there is some sort of like things that are on the horizon that are calling for you to kind of like make some plans, or someone's making plans. I feel like there's a lot that's on the horizon. I feel like you might be waiting for your ships to come in. So there might be some things that you've put out there that you're kind of waiting to be in a position to receive. I'm also getting like you see things from a very high perspective, or someone is seeing you from afar. I feel like there's some sort of like high vantage point. I feel like you have some sort of like high vantage point. Okay, like on top of the mountain there. Don't even think about jumping on my table, cat. No, Yeah, I have the Chariot next. So this is really talking about like you're on a journey, okay? Or you've been on a journey, okay? Or you're going on a journey, all right? This is really talking about like your purpose, okay? And again, like the Chariot is like represents like the Merkaba, all right? And your ability to travel, and you're very supported. You're very like recognized in what you do. Again, this is kind of like clarifying the Queen of Wands. So I'm getting like you are meant to kind of like move on from things, moving along. I'm getting like a lot of movement. I feel like you have a lot of discipline, a lot of drive. I feel like you persevere over many life challenges, okay? And I feel like what you've learned and what you've put into practice for yourself has really helped you move forward in life. I feel like part of what you are experiencing now could be some sort of balance, some sort of justice. Okay, what else do we have? We got 3 more cards, and then I'm going to end the reading, and I'll probably do another one later because I missed y'all. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you've moved on from like energy that maybe was not very fulfilling emotionally, and I feel like you understand that like some things are a lesson and sometimes they can be a tough lesson. So it's kind of like taking the good with the bad. I feel like there is something beautiful that you've wished upon coming in for you. Okay, I feel like you're somebody who appreciates all that you have, okay, regardless of what you've been through. I feel like there's been some sort of like difficulty. I feel like you've overcome. Yeah, this is what's coming in for you, that lovers, that partnership. That could be this King of Pentacles here. If you are a feminine, and if you're masculine, it could be a Queen of Pentacles coming in for you. I feel like whatever didn't work out in the past, right, was a blessing in disguise. And I feel like this is divine love coming in for you. I feel like this is something that you've been kind of like wanting to experience here in this lifetime. And I feel like this is something that's destined to happen. All right. Because I do have the Magician, which represents the divine masculine energy, but it also represents creator energy. And then the Lovers. I feel like this is the power of 3. You know, that's not the number. The number is 6. But what I'm getting is, you know, we've got the divine and then we have the twins here. So I feel like there's some sort of like twin flame energy that I'm picking up in this reading. Okay. I feel like this is you having that blind faith. Okay. It's like you walking by faith, not by sight. This is you trusting your intuition and representing like how divinely protected you truly are. Okay. Let's get one more card. Yeah, I feel all the hard work that you've put in is about to pay off, all right? So stay focused, stay determined, and stay committed to your path and journey. I feel like there's nothing you've experienced in this lifetime that wasn't exactly for you and for your own personal development. And I feel like you understand this, and I feel like you're using this towards your advantage, okay? You're meant to share your craft, whatever that is, okay? Whatever is aligned for you, all right? So just know, like, all the things you're doing, it's for self-mastery, and I feel like you're on that path of self-mastery, and I feel like, you know, what you do is very protected. It's very needed, and this is kind of like that higher calling. I feel like you're listening to the higher calling, okay? Yeah, look, we have the 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords, which represents, like, people fear you, all right? People are in fear of you being in your most highest alignment, and someone is in fear of you receiving divine love, okay? And having the love that you deserve. And I feel like you gave it to yourself. You gave yourself divine love, right? And unconditional love. All right. So nothing they can do can affect you because you love yourself. Self-love is the best love. All right. So just know that that's like what's coming in is this beautiful cup of love. And you are very deserving. Okay. And I'm also getting like, no matter what they tried, all they did was sacrifice themselves. Okay. So that's karmic energy. Just know that that's kind of going on in the background, and for it not to affect you or for you to have any concern, you're very divinely protected. That's been confirmed numerous times in this reading, and for you to stay focused, determined, and committed on your path. Okay. All right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful freaking day, and I will do another reading later. Until next time. Bye now.